Hello everyone, my name is Tommy Mitchell and today's case study is about LeBron James taking his talents to South Beach. This is really a case that caught the attention of a lot of people and it really was a millstone in the NBA at the time because LeBron James was basically one of the biggest free agents ever to hit the free agent market. This is definitely a negotiation to remember. The parties that were involved mainly were the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and LeBron James. But according to WashingtonPost.com, there were a total of six teams, but they never were real major players. The other teams that really mentioned were the New Jersey Nets, the Los Angeles Clippers. That's just a few to name. The main stakeholders in this negotiation was LeBron James, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Miami Heat, because this negotiation would have a direct effect on all of the parties involved, and they were the main parties involved. The main thing that was really in LeBron James' mind and the Heat was championship. According to WashingtonPost.com, winning was a huge thing for LeBron. Heat president Pat Riley wanted to establish a dynasty in South Beach, as stated by WashingtonPost.com. So basically, winning was kind of everything for the parties involved. Negative emotions. Okay. This negotiation was dealing with a lot of negative emotions from the beginning because of Cleveland Cavaliers fans and the owner of the Cavs team. He actually wrote a scathing letter to the fans on the team's website, according to WashingtonPost.com. There were moments where LeBron said that he would wake up one morning and say, "It's this team," and then he would wake up another morning and say, "Oh, it's this team." It was really hard for him because Cleveland was his hometown, and there's no place like home. Mutual benefits in this negotiation basically was that LeBron James and the Heat would be able to do what they both had in mind from the start, and that is win and win now and be able to compete for championships. And that was something that really eluded LeBron his whole career. Affiliation. There was a lot of good affiliation in this process. One being that he would be aligned with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, who were also free agents and declared that they were headed to Miami. According to Cleveland.com, the three had been talking about teaming up for years before it even happened because they're known to be good friends and even played on USA teams together in years prior. It had a huge effect on the process as well. What really went well in this negotiation is that LeBron basically got the supporting cast before he even made his decision. He never had that type of all-star help or support in Cleveland. It was basically all him. The desire to win was something that really factored in a lot in this negotiation. The Heat and LeBron, they were basically on the same page from the start. What went wrong in this negotiation? It really wasn't too much that went wrong on the Heat side of things, but on Cleveland's side, they really needed him to kind of stay competitive in the East, and without him, a lot of those teams really wouldn't be anything. And finally, an agreement was reached between the Heat and LeBron James. It was a 6-year deal worth $110 million, according to SportsAndle.com. The Heat got their man to complete the Big Three and what is known as one of the greatest collection of free agents in sports history. The deal did indeed foil a lot of relationships with the city of Cleveland, as far as the fans even burning his jerseys. And the owner even guaranteed that Cleveland would win a championship before the self-titled King wins one. according to WashingtonPost.com. So basically, you can see that there was a lot of jealousy going on, and basically, a lot of people got hurt in this deal, especially the fans of Cleveland. I mean, even LeBron in himself, I think that he actually never wanted to leave. He even stated that he never wanted to leave, but it basically was a business thing, and that's what happened. Here is a list of my references, and I hope that you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.